Hey, thanks for joining the live stream. Hi. Syed, am I pronouncing your name right? Okay, that's good to hear. I always hate it when people pronounce my name wrong. So today I thought I would just go live while I took down Diagon Alley because I'm going back home for the summer and I need this to go back home with me. Yeah, I am going to rebuild it. I don't remember if you've seen my most popular video, the Hogwarts connected one. I have a shelf with all of the different Hogwarts sections in my bedroom at home, and so I'm actually planning to put this above that so that all of my bedroom displays at home are Harry Potter. So I'm really excited about that, to have a completely Harry Potter room. Hi, Holden. Yeah, that's why I thought it would be fun to take it apart because I mean I don't know how many people own Diagon Alley, and I feel like people like seeing Lego sets destroyed. Um, so yeah, I thought it would be a nice thing to do rather than just having to stare at my face. But I'll blow out some windows soon, and that'll get more stressful. Okay, now I have a slight problem. Okay, don't look in my closet. Okay, I was trying to find my duster, but I don't think I have it here. Oh, you just got the astronomy tower? That's actually a really good set. That's the one thing I'm disappointed about with the new sets coming out this summer. They're really cool, but there's no connectivity with the older sets. And so while the new ones are great, I think it's just kind of sad that you can't connect them to the last couple years of sets at all. Yeah, I actually really like the Chamber of Secrets. I'm surprised. I thought it would be a little bit too cramped but I think it looks amazing. And I love the green roofs. Like when they switched to gray, I was like, okay, fine. Like I guess it looks better and less toyish. And I do think it displays better. But like going back to green just makes me so happy. So I'm really excited because I thought I wasn't gonna like Lego Harry Potter this summer. I was getting pretty worried about it. So I was glad to be proven wrong. You're talking about the Avengers Tower from last year, right? Not the 2015 one, I'm guessing. That one is also a very good set. I just thought it was. I didn't love the interior. I thought it was a little bit cramped. Yeah, I agree. There's so much space in there, and my problem with the Avengers Tower set is that just all of the features were kind of repeated from the original, and I really do not like the balcony drop feature on the new one. But I'm also biased because I really like the custom one that I made out of the 2015 version. How long did it take me for Diagon Alley? You know what? I actually, in the notes section of my phone, I keep a running tally of how long it takes me to build all of my direct-to-consumer exclusive sets. So it took me 16 and a half hours over about a week. So that's actually not... I guess that is up there. This is like one of the biggest Lego sets ever made. It's in the top 10 for sure. Yeah, if there was ever a time to take a break from Lego Harry Potter, I think it's definitely for this year. Which I think is nice for some people, because if you don't like the green roofs and like the throwback to the 2001 sets, then at least you're saving a lot of money. Yeah, if you don't like the roofs of Hogwarts, I think Hogsmeade is a pretty good set. I'm still surprised they did it as an $80 set. I would have really loved it if they had done it like Diagon Alley. But then on the other hand, it's so much more affordable for everyone else. I just really hope that they do an expansion to that and, you know, like make the Shrieking Shack. I don't know if they could do the Hog's Head, but that would be cool. Okay, yeah, so talking about the other castle sets in Gringotts. So I've mentioned this a couple of times now, but I have a video coming out about like kind of a wish list of what I would have preferred to see from Lego Harry Potter in 2021. And I don't know when that video is coming out because I have been slammed with finals. But oh, I didn't even notice this while building. But there's all of the wand boxes stick out of the back of this thing, and then that way when you put this panel, like this recessed panel, it like covers them. That's cool. I love the wand shelf builds in Ollivanders. Ollivanders and Scribulus is like my favorite part of Diagon Alley. Actually, I think I'm gonna bag the wand boxes separately. But yeah, so I'm gonna have a video coming out about that, but it really bothered me that we're not getting Gringotts because the direct-to-consumer set is apparently buildable objects. And I don't know what that means. I'm kind of worried about it. I thought, oh, like the Founders objects or the Horcruxes would be interesting, like a life-size locket, diadem, and cup in Lego form. And then for the sword, they could just do a mini version. But on the other hand, I cannot see that costing $250. And it seems like Falcon Fan has said that people are going to be surprised at what the direct-to-consumer set is, and they're not going to like it that much. Don't quote me on that. I forget exactly what he said on like Instagram stories. But yeah, I'm very surprised they didn't do Gringotts, because in this set, when I found out that they were skipping Gringotts, I was like, okay, okay, skip Gringotts, because we never would have gotten stuff like Flourish and Blots and, like the Ice Cream Parlor and stuff, or Scribulus. We never would have gotten that stuff if Gringotts had been in this set. But, like, skip Gringotts and then do it the next year, because then you can complete it. It's not the same because, like, Ninjago City wasn't missing anything, but the way that Ninjago City came out and then you got the docks a year later to expand it. Hi, Andrew. Yes, I want a Bellatrix Hermione minifigure. So on my wish list video, I have like a bunch of sets that would never happen from Deathly Hallows, but then like one of the sets that I want is like a Gringotts, because I think Diagon Alley is a $400 set. Each of these buildings is about like $100 in value. So I think Gringotts could be done as a $200 set. It would have to be obviously a lot deeper than these buildings, because these are very shallow and Gringotts needs the depth just to be imposing, and it has to be taller than everything else too. So it should be like 3 full floors. But I think that there's definitely a way for them to make Gringotts, and I'm very disappointed that it's not coming this year, and it better come in 2022, because at that point it'll be 2 years after Diagon Alley. So I'm not that bothered about the head reuses, honestly. Molly's head. So yeah, that is Helga Hufflepuff's head, but I think it works for Molly, so I'm not too bothered by it. My only issue, I think that, so Bellatrix's face originated on Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, right? And I think that face looks good on the shopkeeper in Hogsmeade, but it was never right for Bellatrix. It was always terrible for her. So what I'm going to do is, when I get home, actually, I'm going to take the Bellatrix from the Burrow and just put my extra CMF face on her, because that's going to be, I think, just so much better. So LEGO's face reuses are becoming kind of a big issue. Yes, Shell Cottage would be a cool set. That's like one of the things that LEGO would never make, but I think that it would be really cute. Okay, Alex, yes, Lego is very expensive, but I mean, your parents knew how much they were paying, so it's not like you're making your parents buy you an $800 Millennium Falcon, or at least I hope not. Let's switch this back around now. So I'm trying to be very deliberate about the way I dismantle Diagon Alley, because I don't want like the glass for the windows to get scratched up, and I always keep stickered and printed pieces separate so that they're not scratched. So I'm also planning on dismantling each of these into 2 Ziplocs, so like doing the top floors and then doing the bottom floors, because I want to make rebuilding a lot easier on myself. Okay, Holden, they're not going to reuse a face for Wanda, because she's coming in the CMF series, so she's going to get a brand new face. And honestly, as long as she's reusing a face with powered eyes in the Endgame sets, I'd hope if she's in the in the Infinity Saga sets this summer, I would hope that she would just use the CMF face print. But I was never that bothered by Supergirl's face for her, because it had the glowing red eyes. And that's better than Icarus in the Eternal sets, because his main power is laser vision, and the head does not have laser eyes. I'm also going to be making a video about the stupid reused faces. It'll mostly focus on Marvel, but the Harry Potter discussion does tie into this too. Yeah, Malfoy Manor. because they planned on Malfoy Manor back in 2011 and they never made a set, so I'm pretty sure that's on my list too. I mean, I know Dobby dies there, but the fact that they were planning on making it like 10 years ago makes me think that as long as he's not in the set, I think it's okay. As long as both he and Bellatrix aren't in the set, and I'd much rather have Bellatrix because we've already gotten a couple Dobbies. I mean, we've gotten a couple Bellatrixes too, but I like her better. Yeah, I need Deathly Hallows sets next year. That's the main thing. Yes, the 20th anniversary is great, but to me, the way that Lego is celebrating 20 years of Lego Harry Potter, because they're going like, oh my god, like golden minifigures, like 20 years, yay, buildable objects, buildable characters. And I mean, like, okay, cool, but you have not been active for 20 years. It's like 10 years of Lego Harry Potter over a 20-year time span because of all of the gaps. And I know it's more than 10 years. It's something like 12 or 13, but still, that's why I feel kind of a little bit cheated because we never got Deathly Hallows sets originally. Like the closest we have to a Deathly Hallows set is that Battle of Hogwarts one from 2011 with like some people that were in Deathly Hallows. So I really hope that we get actual Deathly Hallows sets soon. Are the Brickheads confirmed to be gift with purchase sets? I do not know. Falcon Fan suggested it. Honestly, I was very surprised that Hagrid and Buckbeak was a gift with purchase. Oh, why'd you retract your message? I would have ranked my Spider-Man movies. I've never done that before. Yeah, I get how feeling like Harry Potter was a step backwards this year. I don't know. For me, I see this year of Lego Harry Potter as it's a nice break if you're not like a mega fan of Lego Harry Potter specifically. And then if you are, you get some awesome remakes of the original sets. And actually, I owned the 2001 Hogwarts Castle for about a year, and then I sold it. And I am regretting that a little bit now because it's always been on my list to get the original Chamber of Secrets. It's always been on my list to get the original Chamber. It's just I want to buy the original Chamber brand new. I don't want to buy it used, and it costs like $300. And that's fine. There are a lot of Lego sets that I buy that cost $300 because like I really just spend all my money on Lego and then I sell my old sets. But I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I have been picking up some older sets. Like I just bought Metalbeard Seek how I could have gotten the Chamber instead of that. But the point is, I wish I had the original castle so that when I buy the old Chamber, I could have put it on top and compared it to the new sets. I still think it would have been cool if they had made a separate Chamber set. I don't know, like even in this wave, the Chamber that's in the Great Hall is cool. Like the Salazar Slytherin face is a pretty good build, but it's just kind of cramped. Like I mean it just is. Like even the snake heads, using that Ninjago piece, awesome to get new colors for those. But I just don't really like that. I don't like the use of that piece for the snakeheads because the snakeheads don't have Cobra hoods. So I don't think it looks enough like the snakes in the Chamber. Yeah, the Devil Snare is not good at all. It's black. I get that the Devil Snare was pretty dark, but I still think dark green would have been a cooler color. And yeah, just having like one plant. I do have the original Fluffy set actually, so I will be comparing those. And the function on the original Fluffy set is awesome. So I'm kind of sad that something similar wasn't approximated here. But I think the new one looks so much better from the outside. Alex, I think that you're going to have to judge how attractive Lego minifigures are for yourself. Okay, what's my favorite of the Spider-Man movies from 2002 to 2019, and how would you rank them? Okay. So this is a lot. So I've never ranked my Spider-Man movies because Spider-Man fans get very bent out of shape about stuff. But honestly, I think I'd say like Homecoming is my favorite movie. I think it would be Homecoming, Far From Home, Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2, like probably those two tied. And then Spider-Man 1, Amazing 2, Spider-Man 3, Amazing 1. Why am I destroying the Diagon Alley? Because I am going home. I'm going home next Saturday. I'm very excited. I like being at school, but I'm in Montreal and we are on lockdown because of COVID. So like, well, we're not on lockdown, but we have a curfew, so we're not allowed on the streets past 8 p.m. And like that's fine. I don't really go out after 8 p.m. anyway. But I mean, it's hard. I want to be at home. Like my sister is at home. We go to the same school, but she stayed home this semester. So I miss my family, and I want my Diagon Alley at home where it belongs with all my other Harry Potter sets. Yeah, the gray on the Tom Riddle legs. That's a little bit weird. Will I be ordering extra fluffy heads? You know what? I do not take advantage of bricks and pieces enough. I still haven't ordered extra wand boxes because I kept trying for months, but they were always out of stock. So actually, I think I will be ordering extra fluffy heads because I think one of them has like a sleepy face print, and I would like to get multiples of that. So I do like the new fluffy molds. I prefer molded animals over brick built, like in terms of dragons and for things like fluffy. But what Harry Potter does with like the molded heads and the brick built bodies, I think it works pretty well for some figures. Like I think it works pretty well for Fluffy and also for the Fantastic Beasts ones, but it was terrible on the Hungarian Horntail. So I really hope that they do better on the Ukrainian Iron Belly if they ever make it. Will I be able to get vaccinated soon if I go home? Yes. I think my mother already has a vaccine appointment booked because Michigan has been doing pretty well with vaccines. I actually had an appointment for April 14th that I could not go to because I'm not in the country. I love your videos and I've commented on a lot. Yes, I have seen your comments. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Yeah, I love it. I love it when people comment, and I definitely notice when it's like the same users. Okay, I'm not even sure what. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for the lower. Okay. In terms of Lego expanding the Disney theme, I think that would be an interesting idea. My problem is I don't know how many sets they could make because they really do focus on princesses, and that fits more with mini dolls. And we are getting stuff like Winnie the Pooh from Lego Ideas. So I don't know. It's like I don't really feel an itch to get minifigures because we're also getting like Toy Story and Incredibles sets from like the 4+ range. And yeah, those builds aren't great, so I wish they weren't 4+. But I'm really not super bothered by the mini doll sets. I actually really like most of the Disney Princess mini doll sets. I always get a couple of them. I have Rapunzel's Tower in my room right now. Should I get Diagon Alley? Okay, so whenever people ask me like if they should get sets, because I like this is definitely a question I've asked people myself. Honestly, it kind of just depends on what you're feeling. So like if you don't like the 2020 sets, I think that it's a perfect time to get Diagon Alley because Diagon Alley is expensive. It's gonna set you back. And so like so basically you have either two options, either save up over like a long time, which is what I did when I was in high school, is I would just save up over like months for sets like this. Like as soon as rumors started, basically, I would start saving for the price that the rumors targeted. So I saved for Hogwarts Castle for about a year, aiming for that $600 price tag. But I only had about 400. So when it was announced that it was 400, I was really happy. And then your other option is to just blow like $400 on it at once. And if you're skipping the Harry Potter sets in 2021, then I think that it's worth getting Diagon Alley right now. Am I planning on doing an updated Harry Potter collection video? You know what? Not really, because I did that collection video because I was dismantling a lot of those sets. And I guess it kind of depends on how busy I am this summer, because I could just rebuild a bunch of them for a collection video. But I might prefer waiting until 2022. Because the problem is I don't have a space big enough for all the sets anyway. All of those sets from last year barely fit on my dining room table, so I'd have to like switch to like the floor at this point, which I could do, but I think it might be a little bit difficult. So I'm not sure. Is the main answer there. Yeah, I'm surprised that Pocahontas hasn't been made. I'm not sure whether that's because they think it's because of the movie. Because when we got like her pet like a couple years ago, I was expecting her to show up as a mini doll. But you know, there are problems with the Pocahontas movie, which I have not seen since I was like 3 or something. So I don't know like the nuances, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's why Lego hasn't made Pocahontas versus someone like Tiana. Yeah, Cinderella has way too many carriages. I get that. I mean, it makes sense though. It's not like they could make less carriages because new kids are turning, you know, like 3 and 4 every year, and they like Cinderella and they want a carriage. So I get why Lego makes new ones all the time. Yes, Lego video games are a lot of fun. So I bought a Nintendo Switch a year ago at the start of the pandemic, and I bought a bunch of Lego games. All the Lego games I've missed out on for like 2 years. And I have not played a single one of them because I also got Animal Crossing, and then I got obsessed with Animal Crossing. And then I have been like so busy for the last year that I have just not been playing at all. And it really bothers me because I want to play my Lego video games, but I have my job and school and YouTube, so it's kind of a lot. But I'm hoping that when I get home, I'll have some time to game. Ugh. That was not very attractive for my face to come in. You just got your Wii out of the attic. Actually, I'm gonna switch this a little bit over there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I miss my Wii. Honestly, ever since we moved back to America, I don't think we've set up the Wii, so I think the last time I played it was probably in 2013. Ollivander's windows are a really awesome design. Yeah, that's true. Lockdown did, I think, spark a lot of new hobbies. I remember seeing like all of the people talking about like all the people that got into Lego, including celebrities at the start of the pandemic. That was really cute. Like Joe Jonas was posting all of his Lego sets. And yeah, like I would not have bought a Switch if it wasn't for the pandemic because I was always intrigued by the idea of a Switch. But I mean, I never had a reason to get one. And then it was actually a belated 18th birthday present from my mom because I was talking about some game, I don't know what, and she was like, "Oh, like I never got you like a big like 18th birthday present. Do you want a Switch?" And I was like, actually, like, yeah. Okay. So yeah, Ollivanders is definitely my favorite part of Diagon Alley. I love it so much. My least favorite is definitely Flourish and Blots, partly because of how annoying it was to build the window, but also just because it's not like as iconic. But the way that these windows are built is really interesting. So Marco Speza designed this. He's one of my favorite Lego designers, and I believe he's Portuguese, so he likes to hide the colors of the Portuguese flag in his builds. And just the way that this thing is like curved around is really cool. But the biggest problem with Diagon Alley is because of Lego's curves, there's no single curve big enough for the shop names, so it's like broken up by the sticker, and that's like my biggest problem with all of the buildings. Hi, Pietro. Hi, Andrew. Glad to see that you're back. Yes, the Weasley shop is really nice. That's why I want like a big Hogsmeade set because I would love to see like Zonkos. I thought in a big Hogsmeade set, I guess there's not as much to make like a $200 version of it sell, which is why they just made an $80 version with like the most iconic things. But I think that if they had made like Zonkos and like the place where Cho and Harry had their first date and the Hog's Head and the Shrieking Shack, I think that would be a really awesome set. Yeah, Hogsmeade does feel like a little bit small to me. I think it's decent for $80, but like maybe I mean Harry Potter's already so expensive. I feel like you need some medium-sized sets, but I think it would have been cool if they had made like a $20 Zonko set or something like that. Getting the window bag. And also the one boxes in here too. I like the Hogwarts Moment sets. I know I haven't reviewed them yet, and I don't know if I'm going to do that here or at home. I have a ton of videos to film before I leave. But I think that they're really awesome because I love the minifigures. They're covered in stickers, but they're just really they're nice little classroom sets, and they do again like everything else in 2021. They really remind me of the older sets. Because there used to be like little classroom sets for like $20, and these are different because they're in book form. But I think that they're pretty cool. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking for Gringotts. I thought when they announced that the $250 when we heard about a $250 direct to consumer set, I was like maybe it's Gringotts with another shop because $250. Because if one of these is $100, then $250 is way too big for Gringotts. So I thought like Gringotts would be $200 worth, and then we could get like a little half building like Madame Malkin's. I think Borgin and Burke should be done as a separate $100 set, like in a year or two. That is on a base plate as well, so it can go with Diagon Alley pretty easily, but like they don't advertise the connection explicitly. Am I going to start live streaming more often? I do want to. I don't know how often these are going to be. But I've thought, like, like while I'm building or while I'm dismantling, if you guys want to talk, because I mean, like, this is fun. I like talking about Lego. So I'll have to see, but I do want to try doing it at least like once a month. But don't quote me on that because I am going to have a busy summer, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have an older sister. She's a year older than me. We go to the same college. And yeah, we get along. We get along okay. So maybe I'll have her cameo in a video eventually. She helps me dismantle stuff sometimes. She's actually pretty good at it. So I think I'm going to end with Ollivanders for now and switch to a different building. Deconstruction. I wish I could construct it. Yes. I feel like I don't know how many people have Diagon Alley, but I feel like it's probably one of the more coveted Lego sets on the market right now, especially because it was also out of stock for months because of the pandemic. Yeah, the board game element of the advent calendar is intriguing me. I have to say, I'm still not happy with the advent calendar. I know that Lego surprised me with stuff like actually I'll move to Weasley's next. I know that Lego surprised me with stuff like the buildable minifigures because I actually like really love those, but I'm just not a big fan of the idea of going back to Philosopher's Stone for an advent calendar because that was the subject of the advent calendar 2 years ago. The new chocolate frog cards, I do think those are cool. I wonder how many there's going to be because I am going to need to collect all of them. And like that notion of like a randomized tile design in like sets as big as $130, like that's kind of crazy to me. So I wonder how many variations there's going to be. Yes, the advent calendar is based on Sorcerer's Stone. So that's disappointing because I thought that we would be getting a Grimald placed one. I'm going to make him lift his hat before I remove his arm. Okay, this is like a savage. I'm like savaging the roof of this thing. I have to say, I'm not really looking forward to rebuilding Diagon Alley because it takes a long time, and I have so many sets to build at home. I have so many direct-to-consumer sets waiting for me at home. It's like, it's kind of insane. Like, everyone talks about Lego backlog, and that's not something that I had experienced until a year ago. So, like, to me, I was always like, oh, how do you not have enough time to build your Lego sets, right? But nope, life catches up to you. Okay, so these are all the non-diagonal figures. Lucas, I'm not building, I'm taking apart. Yeah, see, I really want an Order of the Phoenix Series minifigure, and Grimald Place, I don't think it's a super iconic location from the exterior, but, I mean, I feel like it's enough that they can make an actual thing for it, an actual, like, advent calendar, I think would work well. I love all the lavender bricks in, oh, wait, I don't have a bag, oops. And Weasley's was with Weasley's. Start our sticker bag. Oh, yeah, also something that I think is unappreciated, which is harder to see now, is the back of Weasley's Wizard Weezes. I love all the stickers on here. Like they're amazing designs, and I really love how tall Weasley's Wizard Weezes is, and like I said, I really like the color. It definitely makes an impression. So I'm very happy about that. And also the interior is by far the best in Diagon Alley. It's just that's an incredible interior. I love it so much. Lucas, you're not unappreciated. Yeah, see, that's why I'm annoyed, because the 2019 calendar was already Sorcerer's Stone. And you obviously you can't see the future, but I mean, it's the 20th anniversary, and you're already making golden Sorcerer's Stone minifigures. So I really don't think that we need a Sorcerer's Stone advent calendar on top of that. Yeah, so the thing about stickers, I feel like everyone hates on them a little bit too much. Like, yes, something like Weasley's Wizard Weezes, Diagon Alley as a set has excessive amounts of stickering, and I don't know if you guys remember my issues with those about like how my stickers are like misaligned, and they sent me like 4 replacements, and they're all also misaligned. So that's what annoyed me, is like in a $400 set with like 400 stickers, that's an exaggeration, but there are so many stickers in this set, and yet they're not even cut properly, so they don't even look good on the buildings. That's why I wish that some stuff here was printed, but this is already like 5,500 pieces for $400, and I do think that this set is a really good value for money. So, I don't know. It's just like, stickers bother me in some instances. Like on the new Space Shuttle Discovery, the fact that you have to apply all of those reflective stickers on curved panels, that really irritates me. Who's my favorite MCU hero or Marvel hero in general? Scarlet Witch, 100%. I have been a #1 Scarlet Witch fan since Age of Ultron. Used to be Iron Man. It was Iron Man until I watched well, see, in the Captain America Winter Soldier end credits scene, I was like, oh, who's that girl with the magic powers? And then after watching Age of Ultron, I was like, okay, yeah, like Iron Man's old news. It's Scarlet Witch now. Grip Hook is a tease for Gringotts. I don't know. Like, you could see it that way, but also, like, he brought us the Gryffindor sword mold, which is really cool and is appearing in this year's summer sets. And like Grip Hook was a fairly significant character, like just to Deathly Hallows, because of, you know, how he helped them. So I don't know that it's necessarily a tease for Gringotts, although he does introduce the mold needed to make goblins. Scarlet Witch is your second favorite. That's good to hear. Yeah, I don't know like who my other favorites are. I don't know if you guys have all seen the Falcon and the Winter Soldier finale, so I'm not going to spoil it. But I really like Sam Wilson after that series. Yeah, actually, so the Harry Potter advent calendar for 2020 is definitely the best advent calendar Lego's ever made. I mean, I'm biased, but it just is. And the 2019 one was pretty good. I don't think it's as good in retrospect, but like when it came out, it was pretty sweet. But like this year, between Marvel and Harry Potter both getting advent calendars, I think I'm gonna like Marvel better. What if Lego collabed with WandaVision? You know what, Lucas? They needed to make a WandaVision set, but they are not making a WandaVision set. But we are getting WandaVision minifigures in the minifigure series, so I'll take what I can get. But that's another video I want to make, is sets that Lego should have made for WandaVision, because I want to try designing my own. And again, I do not have the time, so I'm really hoping that when I get home, I can take like a few weeks to just like get all these ideas out of my head. Also, this plate is kind of warped. If you, like, it's turning up at the edges. That's weird. I hate it when I get warped plates. It's really annoying. It's what I deserve. I agree. I deserve a WandaVision Lego set. You know what? A Disney calendar, I think that would actually be a pretty cool idea, especially because like I do think that would fit really well with like Beauty and the Beast and like Mary Poppins. And Beauty and the Beast, like you could do buildable characters that aren't necessarily minifigures, like you're suggesting, like Lumiere and Cogsworth. That would be a really good way to get in more characters without having to increase the number of minifigures. Although the number of minifigures, like Harry Potter getting 6 minifigures in the Advent calendar for 2020, and 3 of them being like awesome exclusives, and 3 of them being like hard to find repeats. That was really sweet. But Marvel this year getting multiple exclusive minifigures and 7 figures in a $40 Advent calendar, that is amazing. I can't wait for the Marvel sets to be revealed. I know that like there was talk of them leaking a couple days ago, and I don't cover leaks, but they didn't, and I really hope the official reveal comes soon because I'm dying to see those sets. Yeah, so I think a lot of people thought, I think WandaVision for a lot of people greatly improved her character. I mean, it did. Like, there were people like me that just liked her on sight. And then there were people like my friends who were like, I don't understand why you like Wanda so much. And then there are people like my mom who are like, Wanda scares me. After Infinity War, she was like, Scarlet Witch is scary. And I'm like, yeah, kind of. So I'm really excited to watch WandaVision with my mom when I get home because she wants to see it. But I'm glad that WandaVision has made so many people appreciate Wanda. And I'm also glad that they gave her actual character development because it was really annoying me how all of the movies just kept ignoring all the people that died around her. Sam also, see, I never really cared about Sam. It's not like I disliked him, but he just wasn't that interesting to me. And I do like him so much more now. Like I just think like he's really awesome. And I love his new suit. Can I do a Lego Jurassic World set? I don't know if you mean in this video or just in general, but I mean, I could definitely do a Jurassic World live stream one day. Maybe when I still haven't gotten the Indominus Rex set from last year. I need that. I mean, I don't really need any Lego sets, but you know, I need them. I really want that new Indominus. I just don't want to pay $100 for that set. It seems ridiculous, and I'm kind of surprised it hasn't gone on sale yet. Winnie the Pooh does look really cute. I did buy that set as well. It's waiting for me at home. When I come to school, I always end up sending a bunch of stuff home. So I have so many sets waiting for me at home to build. So I'm really going to have to prioritize. I got the Hidden Side Mystery Castle. I'm really happy about that because that thing is so hard to find now because it was retired after like 3 months of existence. But I got it for like 120 US dollars, so just like $20 more than retail. So I'm very happy about that, and I'm super excited to build that because I thought I would never get it. Can I turn comments on Lego Disaster Part 1? I cannot, Lucas, because that is marked as made for kids by YouTube, and made for kids videos are blocked from comments. A lot of my earlier videos are marked as made for kids, and I think I could change it because I don't think YouTube necessarily has said it. I think I said it. I think they said it, and then I approved it because I was a child when I made those videos, and their laws do include things about children in your videos, so I will not be turning comments on for that. Do I like WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier better? There's a lot of discussion over privacy laws and things on YouTube. It's very complicated, but do I like sometime soon? Yes, I will try. You know what? I'll try getting that Jurassic World set in like June or something. And then I could do like a live stream build of it. Do I like WandaVision or Falcon and the Winter Soldier better? Definitely WandaVision. Both of them are amazing for sure. Both of them also have a lot of the same problems. Especially Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I thought had a much better finale. It was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, period, I think was a little bit of a better crafted show. It was more like what the MCU does. It stuck the landing more than WandaVision, but it still had some issues. And, like, again, I'm not going to go into what those issues are in case you haven't seen it. But But for WandaVision, I'm always going to like it more because I'm biased because I like Scarlet Witch, and I think that whole sitcom concept is just insane. Like, I feel like Marvel's never going to do something like WandaVision again. Like, they'll keep experimenting, but like that whole like sitcom alternate reality thing and how creepy it got, I don't think that they're going to be able to match that. Third Disney minifigure series. I think we will get it eventually. I'm just not convinced it'll come next year. I feel like, well, I don't know, because we got Disney Series 2 3 years after the first one. So I guess we'll have to wait and see, because once we hear rumors of a minifigure series, we know that a direct-to-consumer set is coming, and once we hear rumors of a direct-to-consumer set coming for Disney, we know a minifigure series is coming. So I think we'll have to just wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised, actually, if they did one in 2022. Like, I could see the 2022 lineup being, what series are we on now? Series like 22 of the regular ones. And then I could see them doing Disney. And honestly, I would very much like it if they did a Marvel series too. Hi, JJ. Oh yeah, Sam's suit reveal in the finale was a lot faster than I expected as well. I thought that Bucky was going to fight alone for a little bit because I thought that it would take. Sorry, don't want to get into spoilers, but yes, I thought that. I did think that Sam's suit would come later. A Pixar series? I don't know. Like, I guess they could do a Pixar series. I'm just trying to think of like what minifigures would be in a Pixar only series, because there are certain Pixar movies that I think don't need to be represented in Lego, like stuff like Inside Out. Like, I do not think we need Lego minifigures of any of those characters. Like, it might be cool, but there are like so many other Disney people I'd rather have before that. Okay. So it's going to be really fun trying to see how much Lego I can take home, because I do have quite a bit here at school and I want to take back like all of it. But there are weight limits for baggage on airplanes. Of all the direct-to-consumer sets already on the market and coming later this year, which one would you recommend? That is a loaded question, because Lego is churning out these direct-to-consumer sets crazy fast. So I'm going to start with my franchises because I like my franchise stuff. Diagon Alley is a really good set. So if you like Harry Potter, definitely the way to go. The Daily Bugle, I have very high hopes for. We have not seen it yet, but I think that is going to be a really, really good set. I think it's basically just going to be like a supersized modular. So I really hope that that's what it is. Also, the 1989 Batmobile and Batwing. The Batwing I like slightly less, but the 1989 Batmobile is, I think, just one of the best designed Lego sets I have ever seen. And I do not say that lightly. Like, it is simply incredible, and I loved building it. I just, like, the 1989 Batmobile is definitely on my list of favorite sets. Even though I have never seen the 1989 movie, I still need to do that. But like, it's just, it's such a good set. I do like some of the modular buildings are pretty cool. Like the bookshop and stuff. I don't know. It's like it's kind of hard because there's just so many direct to consumer sets like right now. There's the Titanic coming later this year, which apparently could be bigger than the Coliseum. So I am very excited for that and very worried, because if it's bigger than the Coliseum, it is going to be way too expensive. So the thing with Wanda's finale suit is that between they put like two major chunks of her torso on the posters, and then they did that whole thing with the Mind Stone reveal in episode 8. So the new suit reveal was great, but I feel like people had already pieced like 90% of it together from like those couple of things. Sam's new suit, leaked on toy packaging, but it looks so much better in the show than it does in the toys. And I also was spoiled because like there was a leaked image of it going around, but it was a pretty low quality image, so I don't think it really ruined that much for me. And I was just really happy because I thought that there was too much white on the toys, but I thought it really worked in the actual show. Also, just like Sam with wings, like if you haven't seen the finale yet, Sam's action scenes in the finale are god tier. Careful. Yeah, I really like Sam's new suit. It's just it's so good. I'm so glad we have a new Captain America. All right, Saeed, thanks for sticking around. Have a good day or good night. Has Lego made any Falcon minifigures before? Yes, Lego's made multiple Falcon minifigures before. First one was in 2014. They do have wings. The problem is, so the one in 2014, the comic book one, used like Lego's one-piece wings from like Pharaoh's Quest, which can't move, but they do look okay. Then Civil War had a specially molded set of wings for him, but they couldn't move or anything. And then Infinity War gave him brick-built movable wings. And then they made another version in 2020 from like the video game, again with like brick-built wings that were less bulky. I don't like the brick-built wings. I prefer the molded ones because the brick-built ones are just way too thick and clunky. So for him in the minifigure series, I really hope that they make him with a new mold for the wings. I'm okay with them not moving if they look good. I forgot about the Disney Castle. The Disney Castle is an incredible set. I was looking at a picture of it again the other day, and I mean, I already own it, and I was like, damn, like I wanna buy it again. Like I don't, but like I was like, just take me back to like when I got it for the first time because that was such an amazing set. The sad thing about the Disney Castle is that it sits in my closet. I don't have anywhere to display it. I used to display it in the living room, but I'm trying to get my Lego sets out of like my mother's nice house displays. Like I'm trying not to let my Lego clash with her decoration. So I've moved all of it to the basement and like my bedroom and then like my Lego room. So like there's just nowhere for me to display the Disney Castle. And it just sits in the closet. But you know what? It looks good in the closet. So yeah, I'm sorry. Like I just avoid social media like the plague because yeah, YouTube thumbnails, Twitter, like you're always going to be spoiled. Hi, James. I'm taking part Diagon Alley because I'm going back home for the summer, and I'm turning my room into like a full Harry Potter display. Like all of the displays are going to be like Harry Potter, except for Apocalypseburg. So I want Diagon Alley there. It's going to go on the shelf right above my Connected Hogwarts. I'm going to do a house tour video also. I do not know when. It's highly possible that will not come until like August. But I want to get it out in like June. I have to set up my city first. I have a lot of like mocking left to do on that to figure out like train tracks and stuff. And then I also just bought another modular building, even though I don't really have room for it. So I need to figure out how I'm going to fit that in there. So once I get my city set up, and then once I've rearranged all my displays, I will be filming a house tour video. The Upside Down is a really cool set as well. I actually haven't watched Stranger Things. I'm not really a fan of that. But I do think the Upside Down is just a really cool set. At the Paris Lego store, I got my hands on it because they actually just had like 2 models sitting out there for people to get their grubby little fingers on, as well as one in like a case. And so I got to like do the whole like flip it upside down thing, and that was really cool. And so I do kind of want that set just for that feature, but I can't buy every direct-to-consumer set under the sun, so I feel like I really should not be wasting my money on stuff from franchises that I don't even like. We're taking out the big staircase. And it's much easier to get into the interior with the staircase removed. Like, I love the stairs. They really like make the look of the interior, but it's just so hard to access this second level when those stairs are in there. I think it would have been kind of cool if they made the stairs removable. I don't know how on earth you would accomplish that, but like they really do get in the way. Have I seen some of the Friends Somerset leaks? I think I saw like a couple, but I didn't really pay attention to them because they weren't super good quality. I'm excited for the Magical Fun Fair sets, but I also have the fair sets. I have a couple of them from like 2016, and then I have the ones from 2019. So I really do not think I need to be buying more Friends Amusement Park sets, but I also kind of want to. The new Heartlight Grand Hotel, I really like the original Grand Hotel, so I am thinking about getting the new one, but again, I feel like I'm buying too much Friends because I usually get like a couple sets from each wave, and I need to stop buying so much because I'm like running out of space. So I think Friends might be something that I cut out because I'm definitely not gonna. I will cut out every Lego theme I collect before Harry Potter. So like I will stop collecting Marvel before I stop collecting Lego Harry Potter. For me, in order of priority, it goes Harry Potter, Marvel, DC, Ninjago. Because Ninjago, I usually don't collect everything. I usually just pick up a few sets from each wave so that I have all of the ninja in their new outfits. But this summer, like with the Nia sets, I'm going to be getting all of those. So, oh, did the new Grand Hotel leak? I didn't even realize that it had already leaked. I didn't have super high hopes for it, but let me go check Instagram. Yeah, I can't find them off the top of my head, so I'm just not going to look. I'll just wait for the official reveal. Bye, Andrew. Thanks for sticking around. So what other Lego stuff do you guys want to talk about? All right, well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and end this stream then, because I should go and do some other stuff. So thank you everyone for coming to watch, and I will definitely be doing more streams in the future. Don't know when, but I will try to announce them and promote them a little bit better. Bye, guys.